Hi there, in today's video, I'll be showing you how to make realistic guitar Afrobeat from scratch in FL Studio, and I'm so sure you will like it. Without further ado, let's get started. So guys, here we are inside of FL Studio, and the very first thing I would like to do is to set the BPM. What I have in mind is something, not too fast and not too slow, basically, more like a mid-tempo beat. So I'm going to set my BPM to be 100 BPM. So the first sound I'll be using is definitely a guitar sound, and it is called the Evolution Strawberry. It is actually a contact library, and it sounds like this. So it's such an amazing guitar sound. So I have an idea in my head, and I'm going to try putting that down. Also, I'm really not a fan of drawing in MIDI patterns. I prefer to, play it on my MIDI keyboard, and I'm going to be doing that shortly. So I'm just going to turn on the metronome and see if I'm able to properly record the idea. So I'm going to record it in so that we have it, sorted out. So after I record this, I'm going to go into the MIDI that I just recorded and adjust some things. First of all, I like to quantize it because, it makes it perfectly on grid, which is what I really want for this particular sound. Yeah, one thing I like to also do to my MIDI recordings is to add some few notes here and there. I started out playing it with my hand, fingers on the keyboard, but I can also go ahead to add in some notes that I feel needs to be in what I play. So I'm going to do that right now. So I can work on the velocity. I haven't played this. Normally I'm supposed to add one or two things to the guitar, but I like the way the guitar is sounding already. So what I'll be doing next is to add in some chords, just to give it some background layer, because the guitar progression is actually playing a lot, even some melodies in it, like some Topline melodies. So I'm just going to play a chord to give it that background. So to do this, I'm going to use a plugin that we talked about recently on this channel, and it's called Black Keys. And the preset I'll be going for is called the Apparition, and it's under the keys category. It sounds nice already without even adding anything. It sounds like this. So what I'm just going to do is follow the progression and record it in. So what I'll be doing next is to quantize the recording. So that's pretty much what I'll be playing with this particular plugin, just the chords, and together they will sound like this. So at this point, guys, I really want to give this melody a direction. So how do I do that? I need to create some drums so that I get the bounce. I know, okay, this is the direction where the melody is going. So to do that, I'm going to head over to our drum loop sample pack, which is called Rhythms. It contains amazing drum loops, and especially when you get the bundle pack, you get up to 80 plus drum loops, like with their stems and some other things too. So I'm going to go particularly into the Rhythm Drum Loop Volume 2 and look for a befitting drum loop to this melody. Okay, I think this would work well. So what I will just do is drag it into what we have here already, and it sounds like this. Yeah, so as you guys can see, the beat is taking shape already and is having a direction. The drum actually gave the melody a definition. So what I'll be doing next is to play in a muted guitar, and to do that I'll be using a contact library called Guitar in Space by Dark Intervals, and there's this particular muted guitar they have and I really love. It's called Muted Neck, and I'll be using that preset. It sounds like this basically. So I would just try and play around to see what I can create. I think I'm liking that, and I'm going to try and play it in. Yeah, so that was not perfect, but I'm going to go in and edit some notes and make it really fit into what we have here. Alright, so guys, after going into edit some notes and quantize some of the MIDI notes, I have this. So guys, I haven't added this to the beat. You can see that the beat is taking shape already. However, to just balance things up, I'm going to add in a bass, and not the regular bass. Basically, I'm going to be using a bass that is more like a sine bass and that has little to no release. And to do that, I'm going to go into a plugin called Sub Boom Bass by Rob Papen, and I'm going to be using the default preset on this plugin, and it sounds like this. Yeah, in Nigeria it's called like a pot bass, and because he has that low end kind of like a sub, and I'm going to be using it in these beats. But first of all, I'm going to listen and see what I can come up with. right, so I was able to get some idea while just playing around. So I'm going to try and put that down and see if I can tweak things a little bit later. Yeah, so I was able to come up with that bass line. However, it still needs some adjustment here and there, and I'm going to go into the MIDI and quantize some of the notes. So guys, after going into the notes and trying to quantize one or two things, I have this for the bass, and it sounds like this in context with the other elements that I have. To wrap up this session, I would go into this beat and create a top line melody and also try and arrange it so that you guys can listen to what the final beat sounds like. So guys, after adding in some couple of elements and doing a short arrangement for the beat, it sounds like this. So guys, that'll be all for this video. If you find value in this video, kindly hit that like button, and if you are new to this channel, consider hitting that subscribe button for subsequent and valuable content from this channel. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.